huge part of managing stress and also preventing and treating burnout. And self-care is body, mind, and spirit, the way I look at it.
Okay.
Body is basic hygiene, eating nutritious foods, getting enough sleep, and getting enough movement and activity. Um, Self-care for your mind is we need both mental stimulation and mental relaxation. We need laughter. We need time with friends. And then spirit is like, who's your tribe? What's your purpose? What do you feel connected to? How do you replenish that? Do you have time for hobbies? Or do you make time for hobbies? What's your source of joy? Um, those three components are how I look at self-care. And when you run out of time, one of the first things Americans cut, the first two things we cut is either sleep and or exercise. And those are two basic legs of self-care right there. And then you don't make time for your friends and your hobbies as much when you're feeling stressed. So I would say back to the order it goes, if it depends, because we each day of the week, think about it. You feel more rested some days. It depends what you ate. If you eat a bunch of crappy food, you're going to feel like crap. It affects your mood. It affects your patience, your tolerance. So if I've had a good week where I'm taking care of my physical body, I'm going to have a little more resilience in the next couple days than if I'm run down.
Which makes sense. We had a certified health coach, I had to make sure I get it right, a couple of weeks ago. And one of the things that she had mentioned was to eat more nutritious, to get those greens in earlier in the day. So, front loading your nutrition so that you have it going for the rest of the day. And then you're mentioning it again. It
makes you want a salad, right?
Yes, that darn salad that sometimes I feel like I am a salad, And I had mentioned that I had never really thought about how important or how to look at food as fuel, as energy, rather than just putting something in my mouth because I'm hungry. And you've mentioned it several times already.
So let's look at a standard American breakfast is toast or cereal or a muffin, a bagel, something very simple, processed carbohydrates that is gone soon after you eat it. Like it doesn't stick to you. It turns into glucose once you absorb it, and then poof, gone. Whereas something with protein or fat, or the combination, stays around longer, and fiber. So really, like, a muffin isn't a great breakfast. You should eat pot roast or eat something with protein. Like, really, our dinner should be way up earlier in the day. We should be having protein with healthy fats, whether it's a salad with meat or eggs or tofu on it. That can be a much better breakfast and sustain us and give us more fuel for the whole day than that bagel and coffee. And yet that's what so many people eat day after day after day.
And then we wonder why we're either stressed or burned out because or
crashing and hangry.
Yeah. Yes, we're actually doing it to ourselves if we are starting the day that way.
Yeah.
And we typically know what we're doing to ourselves. That's the irony there, MJ.
But it's a habit.
Seriously, it's a habit
that is reinforced over. Look what the bagel stores sell. Look what the cart at work sells: coffee and muffins. It's the easiest path, and it's also the one ingrained in our brain. So it's the easiest to go to. We're on autopilot doing it.
So true. So going back a little bit, you've mentioned a lot of things here with how did you say it? Mind, body,